Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown and a warm welcome to the HowToCameron channel, and today I wanted to talk about going to university. Before this video starts, if you guys enjoy this video, smash like, subscribe to the channel if you're new today, it helps me out a lot. So today I want to talk about going to uni in the future and also talking about a potential issue that people have told me about, and that is having a YouTube channel and trying to get into university. So pretty much today I was reminded by my mum, because I'm so organised guys, that I'm going to an open day tomorrow when this video comes out, which is fantastic news. I was meant to go with my mum to this open day tomorrow, but unfortunately she's busy, so I've literally got to go to an open day on my own. It'll probably be quite depressing when I'm going to a university in which loads of people are obviously visiting with like their parents, with their friends, with their school, whatever, and I'm just there, Papa Cameron, all alone at the buffet, which is free, may I just mention. The university I'm visiting is the University of Nottingham. It's the one that I want to go to for chemistry. I've only been to like 2 open days, so I haven't even been to that many, and one of them I barely paid attention to. I know I should have probably gone to more open days. I remember in the past, you know, I knew someone who went to literally loads of open days, and I thought to myself, maybe I should go to a lot of them, but then I kind of brushed past that. So now I've resorted to having to go to an open day pretty late, actually, into the year. I mean, it is coming up to March, you know, March 2019. That's pretty scary to say, actually. And I'm planning to go to university in obviously September. And yeah, I mean, is it September it starts or is it October? I don't even know. Okay, I'm not planned. So I always get comments along the lines of, when you look back at your videos in 10-15 years, you're going to regret making them / uploading them. And I also get people saying to me that my videos are going to cause me to not be able to get into a university simply because they're quite against people, or like they're controversial or whatever, and also they'll prevent me from getting a job. And I thought to myself, instead of just brushing past them, which is what I normally do, I'm going to talk about them. So firstly, if you search up my name, Cameron Brown, on YouTube, or even Google for that matter, you don't see me. So straight off the bat, if I apply to go to a university, if I apply for a job right now, if you search my name up on the internet, you're not going to find me. I mean, you may find like my Instagram, I guess. If they look for a long time, maybe they could find my Instagram, in which I do have a YouTube hyperlink, but they'd have to do a lot of digging to find my YouTube channel. If I applied for a job, I wouldn't mention my YouTube channel. On my UCAS application, which is what you use to apply to many universities, you do like one application and they send it off for you and you pay 30 quid, which is equivalent to 10 meal deals. I actually mention my YouTube channel on the UCAS application simply because I see my YouTube channel as an accomplishment. I think people are very quick to take my videos at face value. I feel like if I applied for a job or if I applied for a place, I don't think they would do that. You see, I don't think my YouTube channel is something that should be looked down upon, even though a lot of people do look down upon me for it. When you actually look at my YouTube videos and understand them in the way that they were meant to be understood, i.e. comedic videos, they're not bad at all. And this is the thing that I always get criticism for. I always get criticism for being mean towards people. But literally, have you watched any comedian on TV? They're meaner. In fact, they're not even logical with what they say. Have you ever watched a late night show regarding Donald Trump? They literally make him out like he's the worst person alive, which he just isn't. But that gets a pass from, you know, people in general society. But when it comes to my YouTube channel, nah. I mentioned briefly what I did on my YouTube channel. I said that I was a commentary YouTuber, someone who talks about people, talks about society, whatever. And if you read it from a personal statement, it doesn't seem like anything too bad, but it seems more intriguing. I didn't want to intrigue them too much. I wanted them to read it and be like, oh cool, he has a YouTube channel with 18k subs. That's cool. That's how I wanted them to react to it. I didn't want them to think, oh, let's check it out. That's not what I wanted at all. It wasn't really something to brag about. I more explained about how, you know, having a YouTube channel proves that I have good skills, because it takes up a lot of time. It requires a lot of motivation. It causes me to have to deal with bullying. It causes me to have to deal with people having different opinions to me. It's helped develop my personal skills, social skills, whatever. In general, it shows that I do something completely adverse to society just because I want to do it, and I think that shows ultimate dedication and determination, which is a good thing. But I think people are very quick to look down upon it, and I feel like if I apply for a job, people, they wouldn't be so quick to look down upon it. I feel like if anyone read my application, they'd more be intrigued by it rather than deterred. Now, the main thing I want to talk about, though, is some issues that I've had recently with me applying to university. I've had some haters say to me in the comment section and in general that they've emailed specific unis that are around places that I want to apply, whatever. Emails along the nature of, you should not let this guy in, he's a threat, he's a goddamn terrorist, crap like that. And when I read these, you know, messages from these haters, I honestly think to myself, what's your point? Like, what are you trying to get at? Because I get that you can disagree with my videos. I get that you can dislike me. But to such an extent that you want to sabotage my future, like, that seems more of a malicious thing. Like, if you don't like me, you can make a video on me. I don't care. You can criticize me. That's fine. But when you're literally falsifying me to an institution that probably won't go against your falsification just because it's not really a big deal to them, because if they have thousands and thousands of applicants, they're not going to be too bothered about whether or not one of them actually is the person who they've been described as. It's a situation of guilty until proven innocent, but obviously the institution won't be bothered to go through that. So it's a bit daft. And when I got this comment, I was literally thinking to myself, well, you've told this university they don't even have to do any research. They're just going to remember my name. They might write it down or something like that. And because of that, you know, that might affect my future just because this person wanted to like bait me out or whatever. And it just made me think and realize how sad this person must have been, because, you know, I get, as I mentioned before, I get how people don't like me, but there's a difference between criticizing someone, showing their dislike for someone to make them a better person with good intentions, you know, to make the content creator better or the person making the content better, or even punish them for what they're saying. Like, that's fine. But when you literally contact the unis saying completely false things, and you're only saying that because you know that the university won't, you know, argue with what you say, when you're pretty much doing that, that's an attack. That's not even fair, because you're not getting anything out of it from reporting me. You know, at the end of the day, I'm the one losing, and it just sucks, really. I mean, now it's fine. I've got offers, so it's all right. And I will get into university as long as I get my grades. But it just baffled me when that happened. And with universities in general, I want to talk a little bit about me going to uni. So I want to commute to uni. I don't want to move into like a university campus just because that's not something that I'm for. I'm not a lonely person. I'm not against university culture, but I would prefer for my student life to be more comfortable. I don't know how to explain this without sounding like the biggest soy boy alive, but like, I don't think, you know, going out with people all the time, every day, drinking, you know, doing whatever, I don't think that's a comfortable way of living as a student. Like, for me, when I go to university, hopefully, I want to focus on 3 things, you know. I want to be focusing on the degree, obviously, my fitness, and my YouTube channel. They're the 3 things I'm going to focus on. And yes, I'm going to do YouTube when I go to university. I think a lot of people just assume that I'm going to quit. No, it's my passion. Why would I? You know, honestly. So they're the 3 things I want to focus on. And the 3 things that I want to focus on, the 3 things I'm most passionate about, they don't involve me having to drink with people at university. They don't really involve me having to have a social life with university. And this is the thing, right? I'm going to make friends at university. Like, that's just something that will happen. I am the most charismatic guy alive. That is completely factual. No, I get on with a lot of people. To be fair, I want to study chemistry, so probably everyone will be Chinese. But it's fine. You know, I may learn Chinese and may make friends. I like Chinese food, so that's a good way to start. But then I don't eat dogs, so I'm kind of screwed. That was a joke, by the way. If I get criticised, I'm going to be like, what the flip. But on a real note, though, like, I like the idea of going away and studying, and that being the time where you study. You know, you're away, you do your studying, and then you come back home, and that's when you relax. I like that aspect. I feel like if you live right next to your campus or at university, I feel like there isn't a fine line between you're alone and you can do what you want and you have the freedom to study, or you can choose to have free time or whatever, and you need to study now you're in university, you're at university. I feel like there are so many university students that just don't have that fine line, and because of that they slack, because they don't know when to not put in 100% effort because they're always at university. And also for me, I like my life. You know, believe it or not, I know people probably think I'm chronically depressed and a goth, but my life right now is very good, and I have a good family, and, you know, they can provide me, and I am going to get a job. It's not like I'm just going to be a complete bum. But I don't want to have the threat of having to live alone on top of, you know, studying. And I know people are going to be quick to go, oh, you won't learn how to live. I'm a very independent person. I learn things very quickly. I cook for myself most of the time anyway. And besides laundry, I'll be fine. Like, laundry just pisses me off, to be honest. I see the iron, I just want to fucking suck up and shit. Do a little jab to it with a flip. But on a real note, though, like, I don't need to practice living alone. I can just live alone and I'll be fine at it. I know I'll be fine at it. Like, my family's literally going on holiday, you know, in August. And I've got the house to myself for the week. So if anyone wants to come around and start a party, we can all do that. Oh wait, my parents said don't have any parties. But then, we're talking about Cameron here. He don't have any friends. It's all right. I know this video was a bit rambly. I want to talk a little bit about the future, obviously. But university to me seems like something I really want to go to. I'm really excited, honestly, for university because I'm sick of sixth form. I'm over it. You know, our sixth form is embedded in a normal secondary school, and I'm just sick of that environment. And I feel like going to university will really mature me in a way of being individual, because even though I'm not living alone, I'm still going to be commuting on my own. I'm still going to need to make new friends, and I don't know how it's going to go in the future, to be honest. I really want to keep my friends who I have now, you know, from Derby. I do have friends. I know it's crazy. I don't really want to focus on making loads of new friends at university and being popular, because that's something I'm just not interested in. I'm not really a lone wolf, but like I do well on my own. That's all I'm saying. I'm excited to go to university. I actually am, and I'm going to see what it's like tomorrow, and that'll be pretty good. Please no one report me to the University of Nottingham, guys. I'm a nice guy. Haha.